Hey friends, it's Andrea
and Andre
from the Freeway Tribe, and this is a video that's showing our day in St. Augustine, Florida. We started the day at Rodman State Park, and it's a beautiful state park. I think it really took our breath away. So we've been doing a lot of pancake breakfast lately, I feel like. We haven't done that a lot, but
because it's easy. We've got the griddle, the batter is quickly made. We get a nice batter from Costco.
We'll put some milk in, some eggs, get some good protein in there, some chocolate chips, and they just love it. And then we make a syrup so we can, you know, kind of avoid that
high fructose corn syrup.
Exactly, really bad for you. And so we either do maple syrup, fresh maple syrup, and then when the kids go through that too fast, we'll maybe do one or two with just like a organic cane sugar recipe, which was just organic cane sugar. We'll put 2 parts of that to 1 part water, maybe some brown sugar or molasses. It's always kind of different. And then we'll boil that, finish it with butter, blitz it together.
Good.
And then we got on our way. So we wanted to do 2 things. We wanted to go to the beach and get that good vitamin D from the sun. And we wanted to go see beautiful St. Augustine.
Good job, Max. Was it cold?
Yes.
Freezing? Eating jelly? Where did you get the jelly?
From that?
From that?
Yeah.
And where's your spoon?
I didn't have.
You don't have a spoon?
Yeah.
Basti's been in here now for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Ooh, my legs. Oh.
So this time we could have spent more time. I wish almost we had, but the kids wanted to go to these waves and get some big waves. So we spent the first good part of our day just in that water, which was
pretty cold.
Really
pretty cold. Yeah, the kids have been asking for waves. When we went to the Gulf, they said, oh, we don't want to go to the beach, there are no waves. This time we went to the other side, to the east coast of Florida. And it was, there were waves. There were some waves. They were not like amazing or so, but there were some surfers out. But they all
My legs
wore
are hurting
wetsuits,
from standing in the
so
water.
it was cold.
You get past that. Hey, Romy.
Will Andy go in? And we wanted to go see beautiful St. Augustine, which is the most beautiful old Spanish colonial architecture. One of the first, I think the oldest city in the United States. And we just love it. We've been there 3 times before.
St. Augustine is the oldest city in Florida and the United States. It was founded in 1565 by Spanish explorers.
And we actually say that that's the first Thanksgiving that actually ever happened, because they actually said a mass at Thanksgiving when they landed in 1565, which is, you know, way before the 1620 Thanksgiving that we celebrate. They actually offered mass, and it was just really beautiful. And the birthday of the Mother of God, which is September 8th.
And then of course we found the snake man.
Yes, who saw that coming in St. Augustine? Go see the snake man. Actually, it was really funny. Our oldest son, I think we need to start giving him dating advice because his first dating advice actually came from the snake guy, believe it or not. And so he asked my son, he said, do you have a girlfriend? My son is 13, he's what, a month away from being 14? He said, no. And he said, well, here's some advice. And he's all ears. And he said, you go down to the beach with a snake and girls will just come. And so my son says, thank you, that's the best advice I got so far. So it's like, so anyone who wants to give my son dating advice who's not, you know, about snakes and attracting girls who like snakes, so we're all for it. Go ahead and give him advice because apparently he's very open.
Right.
That's the best advice I've got so far. I asked him about it. He said, well, it's the only advice Mom I got so far. So a couple conversations will have to happen.
I was surprised about Paulina. Paulina was holding.
She surprised us the
Yes.
most. She's our princess. She and Joey is our really crazy wild child. So we thought Joey would hold the snake no problem, and it was actually Paulina, which was, it's always funny when the kids surprise you. So one great thing about being in the city with your large family is, as I'm sure a lot of families have experienced, you don't have to count your children. People do it for you and they do it audibly. So everywhere we walk we hear 1, 2, 3, 6, I think there's 6. You know, and then I'm listening and I'm
You
like,
missed
okay,
one.
you missed one. And actually I think people find large families fascinating. There's not that many of them, and you know, something a lot of people tell me is, how do you do 7? We can't do 2, you know? And I think, well, that's because you're a new mom, or that's because that's all you did. We have a huge capacity for growth, and I think we didn't know everything on day 2 when we just had 2 kids. You know, if someone just threw 7 kids in our laps, there's no way we can handle that. But, you know, just as the years go, and as you become more comfortable with parenting and more equipped for the job and more graces, it just flows a lot more easily than people can imagine. I think 1 and 2 is pretty tough.
What do you think?
I think we should eat this on the road.
On the road?
So I love the outdoors, I love the ocean, I love hiking, I love being out and about, and I also love shopping. So that's the other side of me. And when we go to a city like this, it's really hard not to shop. It's really hard not to look at all the quaint little shops. The kids love it too. I wish they didn't. I wish it was just me who could sneak in, but they want to come in, and
I climbed this mountain.
they can find 10 things they want to buy in the first 10 minutes that they absolutely need. So one shop we like is the pirate store. We always go in there because the kids just really love that. A few times we bought things from there. It has everything a pirate could want, from treasure to jewels to golds to weapons
and
to
guns.
compasses, maps. You know, some things are really nice, and we bought before, but for the most part we're trying to train them that not to buy on impulse, and also we don't have the space for it, you know, in the RV, which is kind of nice now. We want to live intentionally with not having as much stuff.
Yes, let's go, mommy. Got one up.
Yeah. How old are they?
4 months.
4 months. They're beautiful. We just got rid of our puppies.
Yeah.
We had 5.
So there were many restaurants I would have liked to stop, like bars or so, where you could have hamburgers or food like that. Nice and easy food, where they had live music, where they had a lot of beers on tap.
Tapas, there was a tapas one that would have been very nice. The deal is too, is we're going at the pace of our children. Like, we know that this is just a precious time in our life where we have a whole bunch of little kids, and would they sit still at a restaurant that long? Would they, you know, want to sit still at a restaurant, or do they want to like walk and burn their energy and see all the things? And so we do a lot for them in this phase, and I think I want to enjoy this to the fullest, and then I know when we have that time to just go to whatever restaurant we want and enjoy that to the fullest, I know we will. So a friend asked me right after we had left St. Augustine, have you been to Sparrow? I love Sparrow. And I told her, oh my gosh, yes, they had my name all over it. I wanted to go in there, and I intentionally passed by just because, again, you're kind of going at the pace of your children, going with the family, looking for some dinner, and I had to bypass the store, which was hard.
So we've been walking, I don't know, since 5 o'clock. We didn't have to spend any money in the parking meter. We just came straight from the beach and have been walking around, and it's so beautiful here. St. Augustine is such a cool little town. Small alleys, no cars, just pedestrian, bars everywhere, live music everywhere. Pubs, bars, restaurants, anything. It's beautiful. Love it. Love it, and our kids love it too. We stopped for some pizza, and unfortunately I forgot to take video of it. It was apparently the second best pizza in the United States. I have to say, I'm not a pizza person really, but it was awesome. It was really good. Really enjoyed it. One was with burrata, and the other one was tomato mozzarella, and it's really good. Yeah, we're on our way home now. Get some sleep.